Greetings everyone, my name is Nivel, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In this morning live stream, for the next 2 hours, I'll be covering viewer-submitted levels and levels I find online, hopefully more of the former rather than the later. Before beginning, here's a quick run on the rules as always. So welcome to stream Snivy, Raccoon, Jedok, Lipatio, Sylveon, Toxin, Pixel Boy, Buster, all the watchers on Twitch, and anyone else who I missed. It's nice to see you all back. Looks like we're all set. So let us begin with this stage. Man MMRL by TSYoshi 369, 46 plays and a score of 17. And it looks like they're joining us in the chat as well. If you're wondering about the sidebar, I'm using the latest version of Red's Mega Man X Maker mod. In this latest version, as you can see, the UI has been updated a bit. Last week, we could actually see the number of uses left for each of our special weapons, as you can see. Although I do have one instant criticism for this one. I mean, it looks nice. The problem is, it obstructs more of the game view. With the previous version of this, when they showed the numbers, it wasn't too obstructive of the UI. The UI wasn't too obstructive. But now, it kind of is blocking more of the background. And it doesn't fade out when an enemy or I get close to it. So that can result in some issues. I mean, I like the embellishments, but I think it'd work better if the resolution was greater. aka didn't have the NES resolution. Or semi-transparent would work too. At least the bars on the side. And especially at the bottom. See, the top part is fine, it's just the bottom part which shows the numbers. That really should be semi-transparent. $224? Yep, that's this weapon. Going pretty well. Welcome as well, Jaden, Nuthouse, and YouTube. Alright, here's the proposed schedule for the rest of the week. Tonight is going to be some Let's Tries, 2 or 3 of them. Tomorrow morning is multiplayer. Specifically, Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch online multiplayer. Assuming there's enough interest. And tomorrow evening is going to be a new key game. Meanwhile, on Wednesday or Thursday morning, I'll do my Let's Plays of the Key Gauntlet winners. I mean, the Voting Gauntlet winners. aka Synergy, second place winner, and Hinja. Not the same thing, YouTube. I'm talking about UI elements. Kinda strange to see my embellished UI next to his not so embellished UI. I mean, if we're gonna do something like this, I would suggest moving the boss health bars to the right end of the screen, like what some other classic games do. I would have preferred to do it 3 days ago, but as I implied in some of the chats, I've been really... this week has been rocky. I won't say more, but this week's been kind of a pain due to RL reasons. Am I going to continue single player? Yep. I need to switch my setup a bit so I get a better mouse. I can play multiplayer, but for single player with my current mouse setup, not a good idea. Chaos Generator for the second part? Sure thing. Let's see. Must check that. Ah, they just deleted the level a few days ago then, because this was submitted on the 9th by Snivy. Let me take another look. Maybe they re-uploaded the level. Yeah, it's been deleted. Ah, there it is. They updated it. There we go. Second up is Sea-Shanty Stadium, Community Choice Level, version 1.5, by Cheezo. 22 plays and a score of 4. Hey, Awumi. You're not late, as usual. You only missed it by about 3-4 minutes. Ah, cool. Special weapon-oriented stage. Sure beats always using the Mega Buster. Oh sure, the Mega Buster is fine, but sometimes the more non-traditional weapons are fun to mess around with. Well, maybe not bad, but annoying start. I won't say much because it revolves around private matters, so take my word for it. No kidding. I mean, they're already technically deadly in Mega Man 8 because there was no specific damage table specifically for enemies in that game. But here, especially with the spam ability, they become even better. Well, the main gimmicks are water and, of course, using misting. Thankfully, it's not only this thing. Make sure you're used to this weapon across the screen. I mean, compared to the previous room, this is easier to pull off if you're next to a wall. It's a bit trickier if you're not next to one. That's good to hear, Jaden. Yeah, Humal 19 sucks. I didn't, but Red did. It's currently under the newly christened or opened Mega Man mod channel. Christian, or Christen, whatever. Anyways, it's open, so if you have any Mega Man Maker mods, post them there, please. Ice Wave is fun. It's basically a better version of Water Wave. Or at least, that's how it was originally. Water Wave now has the snazzy water shotgun effect. I wouldn't say today is a bad day. Oh, I just realized something. Notice the timer? They changed the spot where the timer is. Now slightly to the left, it seems. Hey, Apple. Hey, Omega Light. Seems like we have more people showing up today. Oh yeah, to answer your question, Apple... Whoa. I will post those videos slowly over time, but for your sake, after this stream, what I'll do is, I'll link you to each of the levels I played during the previous streams. All those streams are currently unlisted. Wow, you can do that? Funny. As I was saying, all the streams are currently unlisted, but for your sake, after the stream, I'll direct link you to the positive videos where I cover those stages. If you want to, Pixel Boy. At this rate, I'm not going to cover another demo of New Menace unless major changes have been made, or the game's been released, because, from the looks of it, doesn't look too impressive. Interesting. Did you notice the health bar color change from yellow to red? I'm curious, what about the bottom route? Oh, okay, I see the problem. Yeah, getting there is pretty much impossible now, unless I'm better with my aiming. Oh well. I just probably missed an E-tank or something. It went from yellow to red, I can see. Oh, that's nice. Bad positioning. Should have done it earlier. I haven't really added that much post commentary, but I will get to there when I get to the final stage, which I will re-record a bit, because I think I broke the final boss battle a bit in terms of music. My thoughts on the game are pretty similar, but as I said, armor balance is problematic. The final stages are kind of, with the exception of the last one and the Inn Sanctuary, I felt they were kind of, their potential should have been higher. aka they had quite a bit of missed potential. aka it's a decent game. I'll still hold on to that statement. It's still decent. It could be much better, but for what it is, I like it. Like comparing it to Aeon Drive. Let me put it this way. Comparing this game with Aeon Drive or Ion Drive, I think Aeon Drive is better for what it was going for. Ah, that was scary. Definitely my favorite level of the episode so far. Good job utilizing the Mega Ball, Cheezo, without making it too challenging. I mean, I'm gonna be harsher on Smelto's level design. It's not an 8 to me. It's more of a, 6 or 7. Yeah, most of them YouTube. Yep, you can, based on the bouncing properties. You could do the same in Mega Man 8. For example, try doing the same in Tengu Man stage. There's a lot of crazy stuff you can pull off with that. You can pull off even crazier things than the Rush Coil. I mean, even though it's considered... I consider it an action platformer, but it also classifies as a precision-based platformer. But comparing it to something like, as I mentioned during that stream, Super Cable Boy, the skill floor is actually much lower. I had far more trouble completing the stages in Super Cable Boy. It's like Aeon Drive was designed for a more general audience. It gets really difficult if you try speedrunning the stages, but if you take it nice and slow and you don't really care about most of the collectibles, it's not that hard. It's not a wizard in the slug easy levels, but for precision platformers based on speedrunning, I was expecting a rougher experience. But the way it stands right now, it doesn't feel too bad to recommend to someone who is a newbie to the genre either. Maybe not newbie, but someone who hasn't played a speedrunner platformer. I still highly recommend you play a few platformers of the regular kind before playing Aeon Drive. Only problem is there's a slight delay when kicking the ball. Mega Man 8 is... I have an interesting story about it. Mega Man 8 used to be one of my least favorite Mega Man games, but as I played most of the Mega Man games over time, as well as fan games, ROM hacks, level packs, etc, etc, I've grown more fond about it. It kind of feels... I said it before and I'll say it again. I think Mega Man 8's reception would have been better if Mega Man and Bass was released first. In terms of difficulty, 8 and Mega Man and Bass are on the opposite sides. 8 feels like a nice, less difficult newcomer game to the series, whereas Mega Man and Bass is really designed for expert players. See the intro stage, for example, yikes. I mean, the first time I played Mega Man and Bass, I almost game overed on the intro stage of all things. This never happened in any other Mega Man or Mega Man X game, by the way. Usually in the intro stages in other Mega Man games, especially Classic, they assume, well, you're newbie, but that one really didn't. They really threw new gimmicks throughout the series I do pretty quickly. Ah, okay. This was difficult but fun. It used to not be my... See, it used to be one of my least favorite, but now I'm more fond of it. I understand what they were going for and I can appreciate some of the design decisions. Although, I'm in the point where I'm in the moderate to... I kind of like it. Anyways, going back to Smelter, I'll give my final thoughts later. I'm probably gonna split off the final episode. I'm gonna probably split off the final stage into 2 parts. The intro to the final stage, then the final boss fight, part 1 and 2, ending, and such and such. Let me see. Why stages in general should require weapon usage? Depends on the game. I don't mind if there's worse weapon usage in further stages, but I'll go either way. They're about the same. Well, Saturn's better because of more features. Oh yeah, suddenly Toadman reigned. That's where I almost game overed because, well, new graphics. Well, Mega Man 8 graphics in the SNES format. I know. I'll get to yours Toxin in a moment. First though, let me finish that. Initially I liked Mega Man base more than 8, but as I played more games, I'm seeing the flaws much more often. I know both characters can play through all the stages, but really it's more fun to play through most stages as base. Boss fights are fine or better as Mega Man. They kind of overcorrected in terms of the difficulty issues from 8. I appreciate it. I'm a bit surprised how they squeezed in the Mega Man 8 graphics into a SNES cartridge, but okay. I'll get to it, Jaden. I'm just looping around to that. Or if you want to speedrun. Ooh, first game Mega Man base. That's a rough experience. Mega Man base is one of the last Mega Man classic games I suggest playing as your first. You should really play that after you beat 2 or 3 Mega Man classic games beforehand, because it already assumes in the intro stage you played a few. I find it fun, but overly tight or unfair. That's a good description. Alright, as for interlilies in Greek, yep, I hope so as well. I may be able to LP Greek in the future, we'll see. You don't need to beat every single Mega Man game before Mega Man base, but I highly recommend you at least do 2 or 3 of them. Especially Mega Man 7 or Mega Man 8. They did fix the charge shot against bosses, thankfully. Welcome, Sinesk. Number 3 up is Gastly Station, Spooky Contest by Toxin-G, 25 plays and a score of 3. Whoa. Getting to the thick of it really fast. Whoa. Despite what I just said, I like Mega Man base. Get down, Scully. Welp, there goes my jump. You played it on the GBA version? Oh, I feel even more sorry for you. That's the worst version, because screen crunch. I want that E-Tank. Thank you. Oh boy. Not a hard part. Hard in this engine, I mean. Well, this already does a good job, but it's freaking me out a bit. Whoa. I'm pretty sure if the entire stage was lighted, I'd be far less scared. Whoa. Checkpoint. What happens if we do this? Fine. I see a ladder there. What's above? Nothing. I need Bumby. We made it again. Jump scares the level. I see you there. At least it's only Tamas. Imagine if there were hot dogs. Up we go. This stage has a bunch of these think fast moments. A lot of them. Sonic GBA? You mean the Genesis collection on the GBA? Oh no. Well, unlike most stages, this is cramped for a reason. And it's making good use of that. Whoa! I accidentally jumped at the wrong time. Hey Reyes, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I like most of the BN games, and half the Zero games. I'll eventually cover all of them in the future. The only BN game I didn't like was 4. 0, well, 2, and to a lesser extent 1. "42" was just eh. That's it. Whoa. I misread the labels. "42" is subpar. The weapons are interesting, but that's all I can say. Also, the RMs are kind of wacky. Same applies to rocks. Well, if it is mimicking the possible game or quiz, hopefully I didn't lock myself out of completing it. Again, I keep thinking that those are solid. It really should be following the pattern. I do want to play rocks in the future, but I'm really worried about a bug that can happen right before the end of the game. Scarier, yes, Lipatio. Harder, no. Your stages were far harder than this at the end. Enemy. The best way to describe this is scarier than it actually looks. Maybe not easy, but it's normal-ish. It just freaks the player out, which is what causes most of their deaths. And that last part, the only part when I say is legitimately difficult is the last part there. Yeah, Rock Force is awesome. Still one of my favorite Mega Man Classic fan games, even after all those years. And the slightly a bit wonky physics engine, or slightly inaccurate. Wonky is the wrong word to use. I mean, the closest thing right now would be Magwell Episode 0. It's this one jump which I can't pull off for some reason. Either I keep getting hit, or the control doesn't go off. Well, most fan game creators try to make their fan games good, at least. It's just that various reasons it doesn't happen. Most important thing is to acknowledge the faults and shortcomings. Super Mega Man 3. I think that's better than 42 and Cal Edit and the other things, but well, I'll get to it when I get to it. Oh, so close. I'm okay with everything minus the final part there, which is a bit awkward to pull off. I would have preferred if there was a checkpoint right over there, right just before the ending. That's the only part which I consider to be legitimately difficult in this stage. Thank you, Reyes. At last, we did it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's a good thing we don't take double damage. They'll add it in the future. As much as I like the Megamix engine, it's currently my favorite, there are still some missing things other than assets. Like there are some of those odd edge cases. It's only Stone Man anyways. Speaking of Mega Man and Bass, it's over. Honorable mention in the episode, but I would either have a checkpoint before that last section, which I kept hitting a break wall on, or making it a bit easier. Hey, Paul. Which is more likely, That's a good question. Probably Super Danganronpa 2. It's alright, Apple. At this point, I don't think it'll be the next Super Mega Man 3. Unless you have a pretty wacky storyline and the level design is a bit, The ending is still super memorable for all the interesting reasons. Spooky? Yeah, I'd say it would be spooky in terms of jump scares, or generally freaking the player out. I mean, you immediately start the stage by getting thrown right into danger, even though it's not really that dangerous. I don't want to spoil it for you, but let me tell you, it's even... The game is already a bit wacky, but that just takes it up several notches. Forward up is Level 74, Jumps and Activated Sludge by Orlando Masaru, 2 plays and a score of 2. Yeah, Danganronpa, I've noticed that... Nice. Now I like this music more. As I was saying, one thing I've noticed about Danganronpa is that the characters don't really feel... They feel kind of tropey. Somewhat anime tropey, I guess. Not necessarily a bad thing, but I've noticed it. Well, part of the reason is, of course, they are very overly crippling specialized, so that has part to do with it. With the exception of Makoto, probably. But if Your Turn to Die's characters are more realistic, yeah, that'll be fun. Don't then, please. We can have a vote for that. I think Your Turn to Die's stream will be far shorter than Danganronpa's. Although I don't think I'll be able to voice act most of the characters. I'll only really voice act the main character. You know me and how bad I am at voice acting. That isn't quite what happens. Well, that's exactly what happens at the end, Pixel Boy, but it's the thing that happens just before it which is really crazy. If I wasn't playing Angry Video Game Nerds Adventures Chapter 2 or 2 for April Fools, I would have covered Super Mega Man 3 instead. Oh yeah, I purchased that during the last Steam Summer Sale. I'm okay with some of the more crazy characters, but not voicing 18 different or 12 different people. Thank you, Matthew. If I haven't covered it already, I'll cover it on the stream. Whoa. Thank you, Eden. I have played off stream. I love that one. Well, maybe not love, but I quite enjoy it. Especially after all the fixes. They made the final boss a bit too easy though. They learned their lesson from the previous hacks. Remember On and its sequel? Yeah, I didn't really like those ones. Unique Harassment, on the other hand, I quite enjoyed. Good. Choices matter. That's one of the reasons why I like the ground so much. I need to practice more unique harassment before I get good. I don't want to show that in a bad light. I still won't call it the best ROM hack because the level design is... Let me put it this way, the best part of unique harassment are the boss fights, most of the boss fights, and the special weapons, and a few of the levels. Most of the levels are rather forgettable, to be honest. They feel more like playgrounds for your special weapons. Hello my newbie! Welcome to the group this week. We have a ton of people watching for some reason, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for all being active members of the community. It's really appreciated. FYI, here's my future plans for Let's Plays on the channel. As I mentioned, tomorrow morning is of course going to be Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch multiplayer, if there's enough interest. Tomorrow evening is a new key game. Next Sunday is going to be one of the key games, I guess. And then the Sunday after that, I'm going to be starting up my live stream / Let's Play series of Rockman X Dive on January 30th. And then the month after that, or in March, Genshin Impact starts. One of my plans for this channel is to have more multiplayer-oriented Let's Plays. At least for this year, that's one of my resolutions. In addition to the usual ones of covering more key games and Let's Tries and whatnot, I want some more multiplayer-focused content that isn't just multiplayer streams every month or so. I play Spelunky Classic, but not 1 or 2. Oh, Rockman EP, Rockman 7 EP. Hang on. Please get here. Thank you. EP I find hard to be... EP I find harder than 7. I still like the author's previous hack more, but it is enjoyable. Technically, hasn't it? Buster, has Mega Man or Rockman X Dive been released for the PC yet? On Steam? Hello there, Lunar. Yeah, I saw your suggestions during Aeon Drive. Thank you for leaving them. Yeah, I tend to prefer not using E-Tanks that much, so it is rather difficult. Let me see... Tumper... it's a rhythm, action, a psychedelic horror game, and Jubilee. Oh boy, Jubilee is a challenging precision platformer. Okay, I'll add Jubilee to the list. Thank you. It looks far harder than Ion Drive though, or Ion Drive. On that note, I really need to Let's Play Celeste fully. Yeah, rhythm horror game would be Tumper. Jubilee is a classic precision platformer. Don't feel bad of relying on E-Tanks and whatnot. It's perfectly acceptable. That's why I say that one of the best additions to the series 2 did was introduce E-Tanks. And don't feel bad if you're bad at Mega Man. I used to really suck at Mega Man starting from 7 and whatnot. It took a lot of time and practice to get to where I am now, and even then I still consider myself to be not that good. Only really okay or decent. Sorry Matthew, but I already covered the Mega Tower 2, so instead I'll cover a different stage. Fifth up is Snowy Heights by Nitro Snap, 44 plays and a score of 18. Well, Mega Man 2 introduced the tank. Mega Man 3's best edition, I'd say, is Rush. We had similar things like the items from Mega Man 2, which were introduced technically in Mega Man 2, but making them Rush really personalizes them. Also has sliding, of course. Rush and sliding, that's the best parts of Mega Man 3, best additions to the series. For Mega Man 4 was a charge shot. How many stages do I have in queue? Technically 9 or 10. I've introduced Eddie and Beat. Six, I guess temporarily imprisoned Wily, as well as the power, as well as the adapters. 7, of course, was a jump to 16-bit. I wish 7 had more than 3 months of a development. Then it could actually be far better. I suffer from the same development time as 2 did. Oh yeah, 4, sorry. I keep thinking Eddie was introduced in 5, not 4. Not too much, some Mega Man talks. Only in the English version though. Still kind of out of character though. If he had the same character from the Mega Man Ruby Spears cartoons, then it would not be out of character. But for Mega Man Classic, definitely out of character. Oh yeah, sliding, jump, shoot, sliding, and charge shots are the most important aspects of Mega Man as a base playable character. Sure thing. I probably want to play Spelunky 1 first. Sixth up is Birthday Bash Party by Jenox74, 20 plays and a score of 0. FaceTime. Time to break the stage. Okay, we're gonna really break it now. I just noticed something. Whenever I collect a key, that's when it breaks the timer position. Go away, singers. Wait, where did your sister go? Yeah, I'd really like some help here. This stage was made to celebrate Jadok's birthday. So this is why I was talking about an easy button. Watch and participate in Jadok and Jaden. Alright. We win then. Come on. Oh yeah, Pierce's. It's no good. Flash? You coming? Yeah, I think I broke the stage. By going too far ahead, it breaks the scrolling or something. Wait, infinite? Now it's Nan. Let's try it again. I guess that's why. Well, the other problem is that I don't really have those life pickups to use. So and I only have Bases Buster. Well, actually I have a different Buster I can use. See, there's the problem. Where's the other one go? I'll try at least destroying one of them. Oh, they just fused into one. Alright. I understand what this day was going for, but that really kind of broke the challenge a bit. Hey there, Mega Team Up, aka Not Kyle. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Level pack tonight? No. I'm going to be doing some indie game spotlights. 2 or 3 of them. Thank you. Oh yeah, Imposter X. You're right. There are the candles. I know, right? Especially with Ghostface Edition. We could do it this Sunday evening if you so desire. One, 2, 3. You get to clean up all the mess, Time Man. Have fun. I would have liked it more, but there was that issue at the start, so eh. Oh, I see. Perhaps we need more variety in that field. We only seem to alternate between Among Us, Jackbox, and Garlic Phone. Thank you, Minubi. I'll try covering at least Umbra Woman. I see what you mean. Compared to this channel, the audience of your channel decidedly trends younger. I guess one of the downsides of playing a lot of streamer bait games. Let's see. I like the Mega Team Up community, but yeah, it can become a bit interesting. I know I sometimes have criticisms about this community, but this isn't one of them. How did it get to that point? That's because they... Let's just say they played a lot of streamer bait games, quote unquote. And otherwise, I don't know. In any case, feel free to shill your own server on the server promo channel. I'll send an invite to you if you want. What was I? Okay. Basically, very low quality control. That's another thing. Alright, be right back in a moment. And we're back. Yeah, if we all showed up for game night, there wouldn't be a problem, but the main issue isn't really members of the community, most of them. It's just really strangers or people who aren't used to the community ethos or atmosphere. As for our own community here on the Etterville Discord, it's not exactly how I'd like it, but like most things in life, you don't get to choose that. I'm still mostly happy. I wish more people showed up for the non-Mega Man related streams, but at least we have a small select active member base that I appreciate and respect. That's one of the reasons why I continue to produce content. Oh yeah, especially TF2. That game's a blast. Especially since I fixed the stuttering problem. I mean, I like Mega Man, but this isn't a purely Mega Man server. That's where I got my feet on the ground, but I just wish more people participated in the indie streams and multiplayer streams. You don't even need to be good at TF2. See me playing as a medic. Anyways, back to adventure. 7th up is Cerberus Man, Dog Robot Mode, by Lipatio, 68 plays, and a score of 16. Sorry about that, cause I'm tight. Alright, prototype. And yes, I switched over to using the Race Edition mod. I really want to reduce the amount of time that I have waiting. I'm just happy to branch out to things I don't usually cover. It's because of people like... Ah, that's bad. Let's try it again. Prototype. And yes, I swapped over to using the Racing Edition mod. I want to cut down on the amount of time waiting. I also want to branch out to a few other genres which don't cover as much. It's thanks to people like Iwumi why I'm actually interested in some visual novels, which I wouldn't even think of covering outside of Phoenix Wright, or during multiplayer streams on a different server. I mean, the last VN which I played with a group, which I liked quite a bit, was... the last VN which I played with a group which I quite enjoyed, well, not really played, but watched, was Angels with Scaly Wings. That was a fun VN. Hi there, V. Just keep guarding the place. Read back in the chat. We had a whole discussion about the communities. Building your community is a combination of RNG and some deliberate decisions based on what games you choose or decide to play. See ya, Nuthouse. Good luck with your fan game. I chose Mega Man, which apparently at the time when I chose had a bit more of a niche audience, which has finally grown back up. Well, not really niche, but not as big as something like Mario and Sonic. Should have known. If I have time, sure. There's already a few other levels ahead of you. As a reminder, tomorrow morning is 8-bit deathmatch multiplayer if there's enough interest. Come on, let's steal this elevator, Portal Man. That works surprisingly well. Time for another fire chase. Oh boy, 1 HP. I remember the screen. Originally we didn't have 1 HP to worry about, we had a full bar. Now this just makes it really scary. Will I make it? Yes! I actually have to do this correctly now. Four screens worth, in fact. And we made it. Before I kept getting pummeled by that screen. Good climax for a stage like this. NATO, do you have a weakness? Of course you do. It's fire. Now we run for our lives. Or not. Oh man, I know what I'm doing here. Timing is everything. There we go. I wish I could see that in advance. Oh no. Well, at least a checkpoint here. No checkpoint yet. Pick that out first, please. Thank you. Better safe than sorry. I like this more than the original Cerberus Man for sure. More difficult, but the more advanced setups of everything. All the gimmicks are actually being used in more sufficient quantities. Sadly, I can't use the damage boost strat. I see the head there. Could be worse, I could be chased by ceiling fire. Portaman couldn't take it, so he jumped in. Sorry, V. I just realized we're going through the stage in reverse. Now, aren't we? Sorry, V. Oh, I should have used that instead. Now that I think about it. Maybe. Cerberus Man, the escape from the underworld section. Oh, that's why we don't have the fire. Or, I mean, Star Shield. Sheesh. Scary. It's not as scary as the spooky contest stage by Toxin, but this time for legitimate reasons. Could have been quadruple firewall if you want to make it even scarier. Okay, what's your weakness? Of course it's fire. Get closer to me, please. Thank you. See? Okay, let's see the messages. I see you're making it into something interesting, Buster. The one part of Eggman Land? Which one? A striking resemblance to Weapon Capsule Relay? I don't really see the connection. Well, I now understand it. It reminds me more of Gokulis's Weapon Capsule Relay levels. You know, the ones that are actually well designed and fun to play through. Definitely, Jaden. Welcome back to the stream, Zen. Yep, I did, Jaden. I'm catching up on about 30 different messages. I was paying a lot more attention to what was going on in the fire. Well, unless there's an enemy who's immune against it, in which case it's then useless. I think this is also my honorable mention in the episode. Up there with Gastly Station. Now, what? Why does it say I never played it before? Hang on a moment. Okay, even though it doesn't say it, I already played this stage back in episode 505. So instead, I'll pick a different stage. So 8 up is Roll Mega House Cleaning by KingMart64, 69 plays and a score of 19. So Roll just doing some house cleaning. Memmy. That too, Jaden. FYI, once the LPS smelter is done, Sicario Master will start up too. Well, Sicario Master will start up just before the final episode of Smelter, because that's going to take a while for me to formulate all my thoughts. It's going to only be my overall thoughts though, not a really detailed breakdown of what I consider good or bad about the game. For that, I need to play through the game at least once or twice more. Ninth up is Umbra Woman, Mega Man Conundrum Test by MinobiVW, 20 plays, score 5. Yeah, I'm sad too, Apple. Hopefully Nut-House's resurrection is sufficiently fun. I dodged all the bats and skulls, only to get hit by a bird dropping a rock. Okay, that was a really lucky dodge there. That should have not worked. I mean, Sicario is fun for a total conversion ROM hack, but it could be better. At least we had the level creator at the end. Like, it's decent, but the levels really should have been more varied. At a certain point, they were kind of becoming forgettable-ish. The sad thing is, those level teams, like the cyber stages, they already existed. It's not like they were not in the game. Wait, they're canon? I thought they're only canon in Fanon. I thought they're only canon in Fanon. In Fanon Versus. Regardless, I don't mind it. Huh? Oh, okay. One would say lazy, I'd say, why not? Well, border troop, you could say. At a certain point, I think that fans are more dedicated than they are and can produce better content. When I eventually get to FNF because Pixel Boy requested it, I'll give my thoughts more. Well, I say that because some of my favorite fan games are really just level designers or fans making stages. I mean, part of the bias is because I love the Magmo series, and it mostly consists of people designing levels, bosses, etc. I find it frankly more fun than most of the Mega Man Classic original series. Suddenly these sorts of jumps. That's why I'm not too harsh on the FNF mods. I just find them like an extension or something similar to the Magmo series. Or Mega Man Maker. Or insert your choice of level designing. That being said, you can have both. See Sonic Mania, for example. I still want a Mega Man Mania. And it also ended up creating the best Mega Man fan game I played. One of my favorites, I mean. Episode 0. Is it Nagito? It was fine. Alright, let's loop around back to TSYoshi. Tenth up is Ring Ship Act 1 MMRL by TSYoshi 369, 40 play score 15. Nonetheless, I'll be keeping an open mind for that. See ya, Sign. Thank you for attending. Leaf Shield still being really good. Hello? Am I missing something? Oh, okay. I didn't want to jump into a bottomless pit or something by accident. I was waiting to see if there was going to be some elevators. I like Kyoko, but she felt the most adult-like of the cast. And I guess Sakura to some extent. But she also felt kind of the most emotionless. Whoa! Whoops. I wonder how many similarities we're gonna spot between the Traveler in Genshin and the Militian in Mabinogi. I can see that Iwumi, but unfortunately, that wasn't really well expressed in the main game. For Byakuya, it definitely was expressed. See Trial 5. I mean, see Trial 4. But for Kyoko, well, it was sort of expressed in Trial 5, where emotionless or not enough focus on emotions came to bite her. But it wasn't really well expressed. Or Togami. Part of the reason has to do with conflicts between the American branch and Japanese branch, unfortunately. Frankly, I feel if the Japanese branch of Sega was excised, or given less prevalence, we would actually have a healthier company. Ah yes, Kaiba. Fine. Okay, Jack, you're up again. I think. Excuse me. Mindless fanbase pandering? Well, far less than what most people say. Frankly, the term fanbase pandering, or pandering in general, has kind of lost a lot of meaning in my book. People keep throwing around the term all around the place, so... Here's my thoughts. Something being pandering doesn't automatically mean it's bad. If something has no pandering, I wouldn't say it's a good product. Also money, but... Well, there's pandering, and then there's mindless pandering, I guess. One is smarter, I guess, but one takes it to a really extreme. I guess I would say minus fan-based pandering would be when a company or organization makes a product that focuses on a specific part of the fan base to such an extreme extent that it's very noticeable and it harms the product. Or they focus on some aspect of the fan base or some likes or dislike to such an extent where it's very noticeable. I don't know exactly how to define it. Yeah, precisely, Buster. If you make a product, you're gonna have to pander to someone, intentionally or unintentionally. A product or something that panders to no one either doesn't exist or is so terrible that no one wants to read it. After all, not everything the fanbase or fanbase wants is bad. Thank you, TSYoshi. But anyways, I guess the way I would define minus fanbase pandering is when a company focuses on a certain aspect or likes or traits of a fanbase or fandom and just focuses to such extent that it's extremely noticeable. Or to the extent where you lose quality, I suppose. Because there's mindful and then there's mindless. Because ideally, you want to make a product that your fanbase actually enjoys. I mean, that's who you're designing your product first for usually. Or your audience, basically. Whenever designing a game, product, or whatever, You should keep your prospective audience in mind when designing for it. And the Sonic, as for Sonic, that's the complicated thing. That's partly due to Sega's fault for fracturing the fan base so heavily. That's why unearthing that is going to be a problem in itself. What Sega really needs to do is understand what they actually want Sonic to be, and actually stick to that idea. Or ideas. Anyways, let's continue our adventure. "11th up is Endless Rolling" by Janox74, 26 playing score of 9. I don't know. Probably something like I Want to Be the Guy, but worse. Jaden? I don't know about you, Sylveon, but he keeps getting revived somehow. That isn't really my issue, Jaden. The issue is that they keep throwing around ideas and never really sticking to one of them, or iterating on them. I can look at Mario, Jaden, but I can see a clear progression between SMB1 leading all the way up to the latest game, 3D World. Or if you want to keep to 2D games, or if you want to stick to 2D games, New Super Mario Bros. Wii U, I can see a direct line in progression of iteration and whatnot, but for Sonic, that line is really muddled. Oh sure, Mario does have a lot of gameplay styles you can fit, but usually those other gameplay styles are stuck to spin-offs. But for Sonic games, they're not really stuck to spin-offs. Quite a few of them are mixed right into the mainline series. That's one of my big criticisms. I have criticisms of the Mario franchise too with how it is... Whoa. I didn't know you could do this. I have some criticisms for Mario as well with how it plays it safe a bit too much. Sometimes. But iteration is one of its strengths. Yeah, I just realized the ladders. Yeah, NSMBU tries something new. Returning to the world map style from Super Mario World. And actually making it a bit more interesting. TBH. Also less fraud. Yeah, we have the MNL RPGs, RIP, 2D Mario platformers, Paper Mario, 3D, also sports spin-off games, Party, etc. But they're all clearly delineated as separate series, spin-offs, what else, not mainline. Problem with Sonic is that they're not really clearly delineated most of the time. Look at all the gameplay styles experimented between... Let's just count the 3D titles just to make it simple. Look at all the gameplay titles expressed in the mainline series between Sonic Adventure 1 and Forces. Frankly, there are way too many. Oh, don't get me started on the storyline, newbie. The American versus Japanese versus which part of the series versus I don't know. That needs a reboot. Get the writers from the IDW comic, please. Storybook is at least labeled as a spin-off series, I guess. Or side game. But yeah, Adventure... Well, not just Adventure. We have Adventure, Heroes, Shadow... I'm counting 06 as Adventure style. Boost, both of the Boost versions, Classic, the Portables, Lost Worlds Parkour style. Not to mention partially 2D because Generations. Yeah, Ian Flynn. Let's just hope that he had enough time to actually write the story properly. And Ian Flynn is one of the best things to happen in the Sonic comics, and the Mega Man comics by extension. Frankly, if they want to have another X game, they should really hire Ian Flynn, if they want to write the story. Yeah, I mean, 06 is basically... It is basically Adventure style, just executed horribly. Look at level 1 for example, compare Emerald Coast to Wave Ocean. Well, it's supposed to be Sonic Adventure World, but gameplay-wise, it's the first true Boost game in 3D. That's why I don't consider it Adventure style. The Hub Worlds, though, yeah, I can see Adventure style. Yeah, indeed, Snivy. SM1 isn't even open world, it just has hub areas. You know, like SM64, Sonic Jam, Collectatons, many other things. I like the hub area from Sonic Adventure and Sonic Unleashed. In terms of hub areas, I'd say that World Adventure aka Unleashed did the best job with them. Now let's do this properly. Oh no. Between the three, I don't know which one I enjoy more exactly. If you were to go on nostalgia, I'd say it's either Adventure 1 or 2. Probably 2, barring the Dark storyline, half of it. Rogues at half stages. Rouge, whatever. Unleashed would actually be my favorite if half the Werehog stages didn't exist. And no, I'm not counting Eggman Land, I'm counting all the other later stages. But yeah, circling back to the main point, having too many ideas in the main series or mainline games without being a spin-off, most series cannot pull it off well. Mega Man to a certain extent as well. At least with Mega Man they actually delineated the series more carefully. Like, instead of having everything being the same mainline Sonic franchise, we have Mega Man Classic, X, Zero, ZX, Legends, Battle Network, Star Force, etc, etc. So there's more clear delineations for experimentation. I wouldn't mind the warehouse stages as much if the battle music didn't just interrupt absolutely everything. And if the stages were far shorter, because yikes. Why did we have to have half-hour-long stages, which aren't the final stage? Half hour without saving and loading, by the way. You have to do it all in one go. Definitely Jaden. Spark learned from that, as well as Sammy Roll and many other titles. Eventually, when I cover the 3D-inspired games, it'll be interesting to do some comparisons. Oh yeah, padding. I don't... Whoa, not again. Hang on. Well, you're dead. See, as much as I find Adventure 1 and 2 to be kind of janky, especially the former, I still have a place in my heart for them. Especially Sonic and Knuckles' gameplay style. Because you know what? Ow. Because you know what? I didn't actually mind the treasure hunting stages that much in SA1. And to a lesser extent, with 3 other stages in SA2. 4. Oh, I see. Silly me. I wouldn't mind the long stages so much if the game was actually better balanced, because in terms of content and length, it's really too heavily focused on the night stages. The other problem is that the night stages don't have enough variety, in terms of combat that is. I know what it's trying to ape God of War and whatnot, but it really needs more combat variety. I know, right, Buster? Why did they decide to just make it so you can only see one at a time? I would understand if it was done in SA1 because the stages are smaller, but in SA2, with the treasure hunting stages being dedicated, being much more expansive, why can you only see one at a time? You should always be able to see 3 at a time. See, I don't mind most of Knuckles and a few of Rouge's treasure hunting stages, but the fact you can only see one gem shard at a time, that's a really big turnoff. That's why I advise if you play the PC version, just download the mod that fixes it. I know I will. Yeah, there's harder. Thing is though, it's still hard if you can only see 3. It's still hard if you see 3 at a time though. because of how big the stages are. And besides, if you want to make it harder to get an A rank, just up the score requirements or something. It's not that difficult to tweak that. Let me repeat, if you want to make it harder to get an A rank, just up the score requirements. Easy. It also reduces the amount of backtracking and whatnot. Here's hoping another game actually has the treasure hunting stages from SA2, but better. Because, in retrospect, I kind of like them. No mad spaces, please, though. I'd play Meteor Herd many times before Mad Space. Honestly, I think SA2 is the better of the two games, but The mech shooting stages and the treasure hunting stages need some reworks. I would assume, but that's still not a good idea in my book. Everything falls to the bazooka. Oh no. There you are. Boom. Honestly, if you wanted a playstyle that better suits Knuckles, something that's a combination of the Werehog stages and the more open treasure hunting stages, I think that'd work pretty well. Have Sonic have the more speedrunning focused levels, have Knuckle have some of the more slower paced levels, I suppose. Medium paced. You can have treasure hunting as a separate type of stage, but that's how I designed Knuckles at least. I mean, for example, take Meteor Herd. Of all the Knuckles stages, I think that'd be the easiest to convert into an actual linear stage. You start from the bottom and have to reach the top. Oh yeah, music. That was awesome too. Unintentionally. Anyways, I think this is a good time to end off this stream. So, out of the 11 viewer submit levels, my favorite one would be Sea-Shanty Stadium, Community Choice Level by Cheezo, with 2 honorable mentions going to Gastly Station, Spooky Contest by Toxin-G, let me repeat that. So I think this is a good time to end off the stream. Out of the 11 viewer submit levels, my favorite one would be Sea-Shanty Stadium by Cheezo. Excuse me. Alright, out of the 11 levels I covered today, my favorite one would be Sea-Shanty Stadium by Cheezo, with 2 honorable mentions going to Gastly Station by Toxin-G and Lipatio Stage, Cerberus Man, Doc Robot Edition. Thank you everyone who submitted levels to me. It's always really appreciated. And you know what that means. It is time for the art showcase. Thank you, Keaton. Whoa, that's a bit too long. Was a full-on animation. This would better fit on the media, but sure thing. Very impressive though. I will eventually play Spark the Electric Jester, don't worry. I'm becoming a broken record on this. Starting with 1. Neat. Ah, that's a bit shorter art section. No matter if you submitted a level to me, an art piece, or even participate in the stream, thank you. It's because of your continued support why I continue to produce content for this 8+ years on the channel. It's all really appreciated. If you're enjoying this series or any series on this channel, please don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and or subscribe, as they all help with the channel. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well, and join my Discord server, as I regularly post updates there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all either tonight for some Let's Tries, or in a few minutes for the meme stream, or even tomorrow morning for multiplayer. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.